Now we have the concept of non-redundant cover. Okay. Now what is the meaning of non-redundant cover? The meaning is, see, why we are using databases, or what is the advantage of the database over the file system. So that we have seen. One of the advantage that we have seen is reduction of duplicate values. What is it? Reduction of duplicate values. Okay. Now, to taking that particular sense, let's say we have entered the detail of roll number one, and again some point of time, if I am entering the detail of the roll number one, so my database should not take that entry. It will say that it already exists. It means that duplicate value it will not going to store into the database, right? This is the concept of non-redundant. So I think you understood non-redundant means no duplicate. Now can we find out non-determinant into the functional dependency? Means we have a relation have many attributes, and we have many functional dependencies. From those functional dependency, can we say any of the functional dependency is repeating or redundant? Can we see that, or can we say that? Then that particular functional dependency comes under non-redundant cover, or redundant functional dependency. And when we remove that particular redundant functional dependency, then the whole set of functional dependency is called non-redundant cover. Let me tell you one example. If this is the relation, right? We have how many attribute? 5 attribute. With the help of 5 attribute, we have different functional dependency given. This is my functional dependency. Now, all those functional dependency, if I find out some functional dependency which is redundant, which is duplicate. So by seeing it, it is not possible to find it out that which is duplicate, right? B is determining D. Can we have B is determining D again? No. E is determining A. Can we have E is determining A again? No. It is not a visual, or visually we cannot see the redundancy here or the duplicacy here. So we have to find out with some method that is any of the function dependencies duplicate. If we find out that any of the function dependencies is duplicate, then we remove it. Let's assume that we find it out like this particular is a redundant one. So we remove it. After removing it, how many dependencies left? 1, 2, 3 function dependencies left. Then this 3 function dependency which is left after removing this is called non-redundant cover. It means that it doesn't have any redundant function dependency. Getting it? So to find it out, the non-redundant cover, we have to find out which particular functional dependency is duplicate. Huh? After finding out the duplicate functional dependency or redundant functional dependency, we remove it. After removing it, whatever the leftover functional dependencies are called non-redundant cover. I think it is clear to all of you. What do you mean by non-redundant cover? So the same thing it is giving you in some some technical representation. Okay. Says that if R is a relational schema with a set of functional dependencies, means R is your table with some functional dependency F. Assume X determine Y is a functional dependency. I assume it that one of the functional dependencies is this. We'll find it out X closure. What do we find it out? X closure under all the functional dependency except this particular functional dependency. And if X closure is equal to R, then X determine Y is taken as a redundant. And after finding out this particular dependency is redundant, we'll remove it. And once we'll remove it, whatever is the leftover is called non-redundant cover. So what is the way to find out the duplicate functional dependency? This is the way how to find out. So what is the way? If we have to find out that X determine Y is a duplicate, so what we have to do? We have to find out X closure. If X closure is equal to R, means all the attribute will got in the closure, then what is the meaning of it? And without using this dependency, then we can say that this particular functional dependency is redundant, means duplicate. So we'll remove it, right? This is the meaning of non-redundant